Harare, Zimbabwe's ruling party fired Robert Mugabe as its leader on Sunday and gave the 93-year-old less than 24 hours to quit as head of state or face impeachment, an attempt to force a peaceful end to his 37 years in power after a de facto coup. Tens of thousands of Zimbabweans flooded the streets of Harare in an extraordinary outpouring of elation at the expected ousting of President Robert Mugabe. The top United States nuclear commander, Air Force General John Haidt, says he would resist President Donald Trump if he ordered an illegal launch of nuclear weapons. Argentina's search for a missing Navy submarine is moving deeper to the seabed after a scouring of the surface pulled up no sign of the vessel and its missing 44 crew members. An Argentine military submarine went missing at sea on Friday, prompting a massive search. The Trump administration is lifting a federal ban on importing body parts from African elephants shot for sport in Zimbabwe and Zambia. The Rev. Jesse Jackson has disclosed publicly that he has been seeking outpatient care for 2 years for Parkinson's disease. The blaze sent smoke billowing into the New York sky. Tens of thousands of Zimbabweans flooded the streets of Harare in an extraordinary outpouring of elation at the expected ousting of President Robert Mugabe. Reports on Sunday evening, local time, suggested Mugabe was working with military officials on a resignation statement, and state broadcaster ZBC confirmed the president would address the nation in a televised speech. Mugabe, the only leader Zimbabwe has known since independence from Britain in 1980, was replaced as ZANU-PF leader by Emmerson Mnangagwa, the deputy he sacked earlier this month. In scenes unthinkable just a week ago, the announcement was met by cheers from the 200 ZANU-PF delegates packed into the party's Harare headquarters. The meeting sealed the fate of Mugabe, whose support has crumbled in the 4 days since the army seized power. Mugabe's 52-year-old wife Grace, who had harbored ambitions of succeeding her husband, was also expelled from the party, along with at least 3 cabinet ministers who had formed the backbone of her G4O political faction. The expulsions followed a de facto military coup earlier this week when army tanks took to the streets of the capital Harare. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email, you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. Speaking before the meeting, war veterans leader Chris Musvegwa said the 93-year-old Mugabe was running out of time to negotiate his departure and should leave the country while he could. He is trying to bargain for a dignified exit, he said. Musvegwa followed up with threat to call for street